गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुस्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पगः। सदा शिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राह ग्रासैक कर्मणे ग्राह ग्रासैक कर्मणे। We'll read from 211th verse, page 204. अद्वितीय ब्रह्म तत्वे स्वप्नोऽयम् अखिलं जगत् ईश जीवादिरूपेण चेतना चेतनात्मकम् आनंदमय विज्ञानमयो ईश्वर जीवको मायया कल्पिता वेत ताभ्यां सर्वं प्रकल्पितम् ईक्षणादि प्रवेशान्ता सृष्टिरीशेन कल्पिता जाग्रदादि विमोक्षान्तः संसारो जीवकल्पितः अद्वितीयं ब्रह्म तत्त्वम् असंगं तन्न जानते जीवेशयोर्मायिकयोः वृथैव कलहं ययुः वृथैव कलहं ययुः. We had been seeing yesterday that in the 6th chapter of Panchadashi, which is called Chitradeep Prakaran, the topic is of how self is not of the nature of any limitation. Because it is our habit to feel constricted and limited by certain action, certain person, certain habit, certain thoughts. So whole day we are sleeping, not walking, sleeping I am saying, sleeping from one limited eye to another limited eye. So, the very purpose of Vedanta is not to tell just that Atma is consciousness. The very purpose is to tell that you are not bound by anything. You are not a one soul with the, you are not the soul with the body. You are not having some kind of relation with any kind of limited thing also. In fact, you are the one who is never a doer, never an enjoyer, never having any relative, never have any kind of inadequacy in you. You don't have someone who lacks something. You may have situational inadequacy. Something in situation is not there. You may have bodily inadequacy. My hands are not working, legs are not working. I agree with that. You may have emotional inadequacy. That I am not a loving person, or I am not a very intelligent person, or I am not having very, bright mind, or I am not a very compassionate person. I agree that. But the inadequacy superimposed on the I, that I lack something in me, this is where Vedanta jumps into and tries to rectify that. And the portion that we have already seen was the Tattvam Pad Shodhan and Tatpat Shodhan, which we saw yesterday in our revision class as well. If you have any questions regarding that, you can refer to the earlier notes or earlier recording, which I know you won't. Now we are going to the Aikyam portion. You know, when I say Tvam Pad Shodhan, please be careful now. Any light which is not in space and time cannot move. By itself, any light cannot move. This light which is there, it cannot move. Sunlight cannot move. Sunlight cannot move. It is with the conditioning of the earth that you appear that sunlight is moving. But actually speaking, sunlight cannot move. Only but the car light can move, torch light can move. I said any light which is not in space and time. Anything which is limited can be subject to change. But that light which is not in space and time cannot move. So in me there is a light from the eyes, light from the ears. And every thinking is also one light. Now tell me these lights are moving or not moving. Light from the eyes, light from the ears, light from the mind, light from the intellect. Is it moving or not moving? Moving? Not moving. Well, I won't answer because whatever answer I have given till date, all way wrong. So, huh? Sense organ are moving. Light with the sense organ. Bolo bhai, Koshki, light is moving or not moving? Huh? All the time it is moving. With every thought it is moving. Nobody is saying it is not. Nobody is saying it is moving. Not moving. It is moving. But it is moving with the conditioning of mind and sense organ, as you had said. You cannot say that it is not moving at all. It is moving only with the conditioning. Without conditioning, it is not moving. How do we know it is not moving? Because if light had moved, then you will not have knowledge of the self at times, that I am existing. The same light coming through on the sense organ becomes different. And the example was given in the Dakshinamurti, if you remember. Nana chidra ghato darasthita mahadeepa prabha bhaswaram jnanam yasya tu chakshuradi karanadvara bahispandate janamiti tameva bhantamanubhati tat samastam jagata tasmai shri gurumurte namaidam shri dakshinamurte. There is a pot. You have made 10 holes of the pot. And that pot is kept in the dark room. And inside that pot we had kept one, not agarbatti, but we have put one candle or lamp. So from all the holes there will be emanating rays of that light. And supposing all the holes we put different color of films, blue, yellow. So light will have a different color. And supposing that pot I make rotate without touching the lamp inside. So that light also is moving. I think that is the principle of a strobe light also. I think so, I don't know. But a strobe light is there. So inside is a simple light which is not moving, and outside one is moving like that. Strobe light. I have no idea, just I am guessing. It may be something else. So I don't want to give a wrong example. That is used in dance and all these disco dances and pop music, that varies like that. Anyway, so that the light in me is not moving, but it is appearing as moving. That means there must be some medium through which the unmovable is moving with the medium. And therefore there must be reflected medium and reflected consciousness and original consciousness. RC, RM and OC has to be there. This portion we had seen. Now karma, dhyan dena. Karma and karma phal belong to the reflected consciousness. Karma and karma phal belongs to the reflected consciousness. Now because it is reflected consciousness itself is false. Why it is false? Because the meeting of the original consciousness with the reflected medium is not possible. Both can't meet, but they are meeting. How can they meet? The original consciousness is partless and asang, and reflected medium is sasang, is a small thing. How can the asang meet the sasang? How can the light get associated with something? Now, because that reflected consciousness itself is a false entity, therefore anything that reflected consciousness does will be also false. Karma false, prarabdha false, relations false, janmaran false. This is the vachyarth or the direct meaning of the jiva. What is the definition of vyavaharik jiva? OC with the RC and RM. OC plus RC and RM. Although plus word I don't like here, but I'm just using it. Because in plus there is no plus minus in the consciousness. But just for the sake of convenience, I am using this word. If I have to write a book, I will never write OC plus. But to explain, I hope you're understanding, there is no addition possible in that. I will use the word OC conditioned by RM is equal to RC. I'm more comfortable in using that language. Otherwise, 1 plus 1 you will make it 2. Okay? So now karma is dependent on karma phal. So body and karma, both are interdependent and both are therefore false. Because the cause is the effect of the effect. The cause of the body called karma is itself the effect and of the effect. Body is the effect and the effect of the body itself is karma. So this is like the dog catching its own tail. So it is a vicious cycle. You cannot say something is real only when the cause does not have another cause. Ultimate cause is there, which is a non-changing cause, then I'll call it a reality. Because RC, RM, they are already dependent and therefore they are not that real. And therefore this RM and RC, although there is no possibility, but I experience it a lot. Whole day and night this RC alone is playing the show. I feel sad, I feel happy, and I want RM. Interesting thing is, RM is a part of Maya. Our body is RM, mind is RM, money is RM, relatives are RM. But I am after RMs only. I am after Maik. And identified to the RM called money, I say I am very rich or I am very poor today. Or I am dark, I am fair. I am bald or I am bold. Bald necessarily need not be bold also. I am after RM. Allah. Who? RC is wanting RM. And therefore you will always say there is a play of Maya going in this Jeev's life. And therefore Kaivalya says, Saeva Maya parimohita atma sharirama karoti sarvam stri annapanadi vichitra bhogai saeva jagrit paritriptameti swapne sajiva sukhdukha bhokta swamaya kalpita jiva loke sushupti kale sakle viline tamo vibhuta sukhrupameti. So this is the Jeev, what you call. It is deluded by the Maya. So whole day and night it is after RM and RC. Totally oblivious of OC. It doesn't know the pure consciousness, and it is after the reflected medium and the reflected consciousness. I hope this point is clear. This was called what? Kutastha Jeev Vivek. Now, earlier this topic was from 23rd verse to 103 verse. 104 to 209 verse was the Brahma Ishwar Vivek. I have taken it, I am just brushing so that what has gone and settled in your unconscious mind or subconscious, it can come to the surface. And this is what the purpose of reading a chapter is. What happens? Something which is deep inside you, it gets stirred up when you do Parayan or chanting. Whether it is Gita chanting, Gita Parayan, Ramayana Parayan, whether it is Panchadashi Parayan, whether it is Bhashya Parayan. If you go to Uttarkashi, these saints take one book of Shankaracharya and do Parayan of all the commentary of Shankaracharya. Starting from Ishavasya, Isha, Kat, Ken, Ityadi, and go to Brahma Sutra also. Well, I forgot everything. Everything appearing so new. Now about Ishwar. So see, there are two things, Vachyarth and Lakshyarth. Direct meaning and indicated meaning. Direct meaning means commonly known meaning. Popular meaning, you can say. Popular meaning. And indicative meaning means not the unpopular meaning, but that meaning which has come after discrimination. Scriptures, what they have to say, after removing the conditioning, the meaning which is called the Lakshyarth or the indicated meaning. You all know about Ishwar. I had talked a lot about that in the last sessions. How do you know Ishwar exists? Ishwar is not a myth. Ishwar exists because of two reasons we had said. One is Ishwar is the given of Bolo. Ishwar creates certain 100 components he creates to give me one fruit of action. You cannot, one fruit of action you cannot give unless there are many sanyog or many coincidences. Many coincidences. So, because, and remember what I had done? One who creates a set of causes to create a particular effect, to give me fruit of action or fruit of grace is the Ishwar's work. If you remember that. If you don't remember, don't worry. Supposing somebody has to get married. So we think I have chosen my partner. So it will so happen that they will meet somewhere. In some school or college or university. Or maybe in some mall or on the internet. But to create that, bring them both in the same college, another cause is there. Bring them same in the same internet or the same chat is another thing. Or same place, he has to make that incidence to make them meet. And to make the parents also favorable. Supposing I love somebody, but my parents don't agree with that boy or girl. It is possible by, and sometimes children wait and they don't agree. 2 years, 3 years passed away. They don't agree. They say, they'll agree in time. I said, wait, they may or may not agree. I don't know what is happening. And supposing you marry against their will by running away, or you go for the Arya Samaj marriage. Arya Samaj is good for marrying. So they have a shortcut marriage is there for in Arya Samaj. Or you go for registered marriage in the court, boy and girl went, you need 1 or 2 witnesses. Witness is required. He also ran away. So, from his home. So that witness is there. You signed and all these things. So, put one mala you purchased somewhere and offered. Legally they are married. But I have known after that the parents have not talked to them for whole life. 25 years. 25 years. Rather they are cursing only. Their children are getting married. Whose children? Who ran away. But parents said, I won't come. Please don't talk to me at all. We are dead for you. Others are saying, now it's forget about that. It's long. Well, and I won't forget. That cases also I have seen. And therefore I say to these so-called foolish lovebirds, I say, see, don't take, you may like somebody, it's natural to like. I have no problem. But don't commit to each other because you don't know how many combinations are required. And in between, if you break up, there is a breakup that happens, or he goes away or she goes away, your whole mind will be in a mess. You will be in an emotional mess. Because after that, you will lose all support in your mind. And you will cry and cry and cry. And others will laugh and laugh and laugh. Why? Because this is Ishwar's area. Well, can't I pray? Yeah. You can pray if you want. Have faith in God. You may pray, but don't cross your limits. Don't be in such a situation that you cannot withdraw. This is a simple rule of life. If it is required to withdraw, you should withdraw. Because Ishwar, and supposing you have to get married, definitely you will get married. Don't worry about that. You will definitely get married because you have to get fruit of action from that boy or a girl. So why should you worry about Ishwar's work? Supposing you have to get married with that X, Y, Z boy or girl. Because marriage means a very big giver of fruit of action will be there. The biggest fruit of action a man will get from his wife and woman will get from her husband and children. Spouse and children are the biggest source of fruits of action in anybody's life. So maximum sorrow and joy, if anybody is married, they will endorse, they got from their husband or wives only. Or children also. So why are you saying that if this boy runs away or he gets married to somebody else, then whom will I marry? Tomorrow if I need to marry, at least I found one good boy. Let us book him and hold him, because if I don't talk and I don't, I don't pin him in my life, so if he will search somebody else, then I will lose such a good boy. And any foolish boy comes in my life, then what will I do? Imagine that. These things only tell that they don't believe in Ishwar. This thing, thought cross, that a very good boy like him I cannot get. A good girl like her I cannot get. So let us keep him engaged slightly. So mentally I commit, all these things. But it is God alone. This is the work of Ishwar. Don't just say he gives the fruits of action. I'm analyzing what is the meaning of giving the fruit of action. Giving the fruit of action means creating many coincidences to give you the fruit of action. And it is not in a human hand to create so many coincidences. No. Like you have come here. For you to come here and for me to come here, I had not planning. Something happened somewhere else that I didn't get my visa. Why I did not get the visa? There is another reason for that. There is another reason for that. Series of reasons are there. Similarly, you also came. Somebody guided you, or you heard in Hindwani, or you heard in Lotus FM, or you saw the flyer, or you saw some poster was put or a banner was put near ABH, or you just saw a lot of cards are there, or your father brought you, or your grandfather brought you, or somebody said, please let's go there. You cannot avoid that portion. So Ishwar has two work. One is giving the fruit of action. And whole body, you see, I had given also, whole body is configured to create a particular effect. Lot of causes are created in the body to create a particular effect called good health of the body, if he has to get a good prarabdha. And if he has to get a bad prarabdha from the body, another many causes are created to have the bad prarabdha. You are born in a family where that disease is prominent, first things. I had blood pressure. My father had blood pressure. Grandfather, mother had blood pressure. Therefore, I am born in blood pressure family. Or diabetes are there. My father has diabetes. Mother had diabetes. Or some kind of nerves disease I have, which my mother also had, and therefore I also have. Don't think that body is suffering just because of that. The body was made, it was made like that. Many organs inside were made like that to create this product of my pain. And you go to the doctor will say, see, this is what is there. We cannot do more than this. I'm trying my best, but you cannot do more than this. And you say that other person doesn't have that disease. And supposing the body has to be fine, so your liver is also working, your stomach is also working, kidney is also functioning, no infection is there, no heart issues are there. Sometimes children have hole in the lungs. Small children, 2-3 month old children, so they also have to go through a surgery at a very just born. And I heard surgery can be done in the stomach also. That also I heard. How do they give anesthesia? Now pinhole surgery is in fashion nowadays. Do you think you have chosen your food? Food has come to you. If you are very lucky, then somebody will be very good who cooks and gives you good food. If you are not very lucky, then you will have a wife who doesn't cook properly. Most of the husbands have suffered. Or you will say, what is this you have made? Similarly, Ishwar's another work is to create a world which is full of intelligence. Please note my point. Again, another point is Ishwar has to be the doer. If Ishwar is not the doer, how will he create? And to do something on some work, you should know that. Ghatagya, ghat karta, ghatagya bhavati. If Ishwar has not known everything, he cannot create gravitational law, he cannot create sun, he should be knowing that sun can do this, moon can do this, stars can do this, earth can do this, and let us rotate and revolve the earth around the axis. What is it called? Rotation. No? Rotation. If rotation is not there, the people won't have night and day. If night won't be there, they will not have a good sleep. Rest is not there. So to create day and night, this is mentioned. Then revolution was also required to create seasons. If all seasons are not there, all vegetable will not be there, all crops won't be there. So some are allergic to cold, some are allergic to heat. At least everybody has some chance. He should be knowing how to create season, how to create the day and night. And therefore Ishwar has to be there, because if there is a law, there has to be lawmaker. And not only lawmaker, but he has to be super intelligent lawmaker. And Ishwar's law cannot be broken. I had told about that. Ishwar's law, you can break human law, but Ishwar's law you cannot break for a long time. No, Ishwar has to be there then. Ishwar has to be doer now. Another problem comes. If Ishwar is doer, so doer will be different than on what it is doing on. If the potter is a doer, he will work on the mud and the pot. He will not be a pot, although he is pot-headed, but mud-headed. But he cannot be pot. If Ishwar is making the world, then Ishwar should not be in the world. And if Ishwar is not in the world, then Ishwar will be in some space. This is what Christian and Muslims say. And if Ishwar is in some space, Ishwar has to be in time. Then Ishwar should have some shape. Then Ishwar with shape will die away. Then what will happen to the pralay? Therefore, if Ishwar is a doer, then there is a problem. And because Ishwar has omniscient, therefore there is an intelligence factor in the Ishwar. And that intelligence factor is also varying with all other objects, because that is also knowledge. And similarly, there should be one non-varying intelligence, and that non-varying intelligence should not be in time and space. Like the non-varying light in the Jeev called OC is there. Similarly, non-varying light or intelligence in the Ishwar called OC is there. These two OC cannot be two different OCs. Ishwar also should have RC and RM. What is RM of Ishwar? Maya. And RC is the doer. Only thing Ishwar knows that I am not the doer. Tasya kartaram apimam vidhi akartaram avyam. And therefore Upanishad gave the equation Tattvamasi, Tvam is equal to Tat. OC plus microcosmic RM plus microcosmic RC is equal to OC plus macrocosmic RM plus macrocosmic RC. These are two equal equations. How can both be equal? How can both be equal? This is equal. Dhyan dekhe sunna, please be careful. Because microcosmic RM and macrocosmic RM is equal or not? Microcosmic RM and macrocosmic RM are equal. Huh? No. Microcosmic, because this is microcosmic RM of a Jeev is only body, mind and all these things. And macrocosmic RM is Maya. How can both be equal? But equation is equal. Wait, I have not discussed equation. Wait. Microcosmic RC called individual doer and the macrocosmic RC called the Ishwar doer, of course, are not same. I can't lift the bucket. Slip disc is there. And Ishwar can lift Brahmand. Kandu ki Brahmand uthava. I forgot yesterday which class was in the evening. Because light was not there. Acha. Where you are. And Ishwar remembers each fruit of action of each body. So there is no question that there is no match between our RC and his RC, RM and his RM. We are ignorant on every aspect. He is knowledgeable on each aspect. But how the equation will be equal then? Idhar garvad ho gaya? OC plus RM micro and micro RC is equal to OC plus macro RC and macro. How the equation will be same then? There is total difference in the equation. You cannot say RM cut, RC cut, OC is equal to OC. They are forcing an answer now. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. You are forcing an answer. Now now tell me, OC no problem is there. OC I agree that both OCs are same. But how to tackle this area? How to equate this? Who is Maya? You're right. Tell, elaborate. Elaborate more. OC plus Maya. Loudly. And those will be wrong, don't worry. There is no punishment. OC plus Maya. No, that is not a question. I am asking how equation will be same. It's illogical. RM and RC are falsified by whom? Both the RCs. How? How they are falsified? RC is there. Both is changing. So what does it matter? Let it change. Such a big thing is there, it is changing, but at least while it is there, while it is not changing, then it is real. Your time is over now. Too much of time I gave. RC, micro is Maya, product of Maya. Both the RC and both the RM are product of Maya, therefore they are false. And this is the only way to put OC is equal to OC. And this is what is in my mind. This is what I wanted to say. I said also. My dear, when it is working, then also it is Maya. Don't think it is changing. You have to answer this question because both the RC and both the RM are false because they are the product of Maya. It is not possible for Ishwar to become the doer because he is unchanging. It is all pervasive seer is there. How can RC come from OC? Because OC is consciousness and consciousness alone is. So there is no question of RC coming from OC. It is not that this is OC, this is RC, this is RM. It is not like that, sir. Don't get confused that this is OC of a Jeev. And this is RM. This is. This is OC of Ishwar and this is RM. Let us see now. And this is RC. And this is RC of a G. Now see the equation. Both are equal. This is OC, OC. Both are appearing. This is RC, RC. And this is RM, RM. It is not like this. Because OC alone is. They are not three distinct things, sir. On original consciousness, only RM and RC are superimposed. False. There is no possibility of something coming out of OC that you are three objects. They are not three objects. Oh, yeah, I understand now. And therefore they are false. So there are only two things, Sat and Anrit, truth and false. OC both sides is true and RC and RM are false. So truth plus false is equal to false plus truth. False gone, it is truth is truth. This is what is called Tattvamasi. This is Aikyam is established. I hope you have understood that point. And this is the subject matter from 210 to 246 verse. And therefore repeatedly Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, know me as doer. I am the doer of four castes, but know me as non-doer. Chaturvarnam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagashah tasya kartaram apimam viddhi akartaram avayam. Although I am the doer, but know me as non-doer. Lekho. Then he says in the same chapter, without blinking, namam karmani limpanti name karm phales praha. Actions don't bind me. I have no desire for fruit of action. And one who knows me, he is also free. If you are free, and I know you are free, then I am also free. This is illogical. That is possible only when you and me are one. Then by knowing only I will be free. If it is an object, I know that he is free. I cannot be free because you are freehold, therefore I am also freehold. I hope this point has been clarified. So Ishwar and Jeev, did you see that? Both sides, how the equations have been there. This is called Bhagat Tyaga Lakshana. One portion you have to take, one portion you have to drop. And you do it every day. I said, please bring me banana. You brought banana along with the peel. So you have to take out the peel and retain the banana. I didn't ask you to bring the banana peel. So when I say I'm giving you banana, that means you have to remove the peel and take the banana only. I said bring the idli. You brought the idli along with the sauce, the bowl and the plate. Well, please eat the idli. You gave the whole thing. It doesn't mean he has to eat the bowl also, he had to eat the plate also. You have to remove the plate and the bowl, and what remains, that only you have to eat when I say please eat the idli here. So similarly, when Ishwar word is mentioned or Jeev word is mentioned and the equation is mentioned, equation is always clear. Please note, equation is required to equate it when two things are apparently not matching. Then only equation is. You don't say 2 is equal to 2. You don't say 5 is equal to 5. You say 11 minus 14 is equal to 2 minus 1. What? 11 minus 14. 11 minus 14 minus 11. Let us make it simple. Otherwise negative will come. 14 minus 11. Some are weak in mathematics. They are thinking what is that. So 14 minus 11 is equal to 4 minus 1. Let us make it like that. Such a big number is there. 14, 11, there is only one. The equation is there. Equation is there. When you see it apparently, it appears different. But after certain calculation, it will come to the same. Then only equations are there. Now with this is called Asi Tattva. Aikyam. Okay, okay. Now 212th verse you see. I hope you have understood this point. Anandmaya Vijnanamayau. This is Au, Echo Yava Yavaha. There is one sandhi called Echo Yava Yavaha. Au changes into Av. Au changes into Av. So here Anandmaya Vijnanamayau is there. Au is there. It has become Av. So Anand, Vijnanmaya is the upadhi of Jeev. Anandmaya is the upadhi of Ishwar called Maya. Both RMs are mentioned. RM of Ishwar, R is Anandmayam. And and the RM of Jeev is called Vijnanmaya. I hope you are understanding. Anandmaya, Vijnanmaya. Next word you see, Ishwar Jeevakau. They are of the Ishwar and Jeev. Ishwar Jeevakau. Don't mean here Anandmay Kosh is not Anandmay Kosh here. Some are confusing by Anandmay Kosh. Everywhere word has a contextual meaning. 100 times I say this. Contextual meaning is there. Word doesn't have an absolute meaning. He is a tiger among men. It doesn't mean he has a tail and horn. It has to say that he is brave. He is brave. Some people just ask, what is the meaning of this word consciousness? I said, where it has come. Otherwise, doctor will also say the patient is back into consciousness. Doctor says that patient is back after the operation, he is back into consciousness. So there this Vedanta consciousness don't bring. That is not the meaning here. It has to meaning that he's responding. He's responding. He is not oblivious of himself. Consciousness is lost. It doesn't mean that pure consciousness is lost. It has a contextual meaning. I hope you are understanding that. Don't just mix the issues. अच्छा. Anandmaya Vijnanamayau Ishwar Jeevakau. Now second line you see. Maya Kalpitau Etau. They are all imagined by Maya. Maya. Maya is Akarant Striling. Maya Maye Mayaha. Maya Mahe Mayaha. Mayaya Mayabhyam Mayabhihi. Mayayai Mayabhyam Mayabhyah. Mayayaha Mayabhyam Mayabhyah. Mayayaha Mayayoho Mayanam. अच्छा हाँ. Mayam Mayayam Mayayoho Mayasu. Like that it goes. अच्छा. ठीक है ना. बोले ठीक है, आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड, डोंट वरी अबाउट नॉट दिस. सो माया इज थर्ड केस. Third case. So you are studying or not Sanskrit? Now stopped. Sanskrit. 5 minutes you are studying, now 5 minutes has disappeared. So Maya. तृतीया विभक्ति है कुछ. मायया कल्पितौ एतौ. Dor. And please both are when I say imagined by Maya, don't think it is imagined like our imagination. You are imagining that line. No. Here imagine means there is experience but no substance. It is experienced. It is experiential but not substantial. It is very well experienced. I get sorrow, joy, everything experienced. But when you do vichar, it doesn't hold any inquiry. It is not holding inquiry. I hope this point is clear. If it is clear, then I will move forward. Acha, why it will not hold inquiry? Because the original consciousness is unmodifying, is one, is consciousness, is beyond time and space. It is infinite. Now how can something come out of it? इसी में मामला फंस गया. How can he become doer when he is not doer essentially? Because doer is a modifying thing. Doers are many. How can RM, and so many RMs have come because so many jivas are there. RM of an ant is different and RM of an auntie is different. RM of elephant is different and RM of infant is different. Millions of RMs. कमाल है यार. And माया भगवान का RM देखो. भगवान का RM and RC देखो, कुछ ही बना दे. He can make anything. He doesn't need a material cause also. On the same OC he is showing anything. क्या कर दिया माया ने? पता नहीं क्या कर दिया. How it gives the fruit of action? It's still, what shall I say? It's mind-boggling. How two jivas come together from millions of jivas, only two jivas will come. If the dog has to bite, I don't know where dog will come from. If accident has to happen, how accident will happen? After the person dies, how the so many actions has been stored and fruits of action, and how he is taken to the next birth, how he goes in the womb of the mother, how he goes to become Swarg in Devta, how he becomes dog cat. You will never understand Maya. Happening is there, but how? Science has told only gravitational law. But how gravitational law came? You can never have an answer. I can tell what is the law at the most. I can also say why the law is there, because to sustain you need so much of gravitational law. But how it came, I can say liver is functioning, I can say also that liver is functioning, but where from that liver is functioning, I don't know. How I met this father, mother, I don't know. Hello. How the disease came to me, I don't know. Sometimes they say, I have cancer in the stomach. I said, how were your diet? Well, I'm having a simple vegetarian diet. Still you have cancer. Yes, smoking or you were taking some kind of tobacco. Well, nothing. One Swamiji had cancer on the tongue. He's no more now. Tongue and all area. His operation on the jaws was there. And they asked him, I don't eat anything also. I don't eat betel nut, I don't eat, never I ate all this. क्या बना दिया माया ने? On the same stomach, two children come. Both are far different in their nature sometimes. Poles apart. One is very quiet, simple, non-trouble giving, obedient. Other is a rebel. On everything he rebels. You wonder, same stomach, same upbringing, same food they ate. So don't say I understood Maya. You can never understand Maya. Little functioning you can understand. But where, how, when, why, how you cannot make it. It's mind-boggling thing. Body is formed of the baby in the child, in the mother's womb. So doctors will say, first this organ came, then eyes came. But why it came? Only to give how it came. That is very difficult. How the, what is it called? Sperm meets the egg. Millions of sperms are there in one drop of the semen. Among many died on the way. Only one, and sometimes one is also not able to come to that egg. How that one came? And somebody conceives after 10 years of their marriage. Jiva hai nahi. How it then started growing? How you cannot answer this question. Then you say it's in God's will, so then you bring, and you have to bring this, is right. God had not will. Then you say his prarabdha was not there. God's will was not there. True. I have no problem in saying like that. How it happened? He's such a nice person. How it happened? This disease happened. Don't ask these questions. Why this is happening to me? Don't ask this question, please. Why I'm so foolish? Don't. Of course, ask this question you don't ask. I'm so stupid at time. At time, all the time you are like that. Huh? All the time I'm stupid. Most of the time. Not all, but most of the time. Really? How somebody can be very renunciate? Good part I am telling you. How somebody can be so renunciate like Vasudevji? Child, he is giving the child because he has given the words to the Kans that I will. He could have fled, but he said, I had given the words. And how he can be so good? One who has killed 6 children, and Kans comes to Devaki Vasudeva and teaches Vedanta. Kans says, see, by the breaking of the pot, mud is not broken. So your 6 children are killed, Atma is not killed. He is telling to them. And they forgive him also. And they smile and talk also. I'm not able to understand how somebody who has killed my 6 children, smashed, how I can forgive so easily. I cannot digest this. Many things when I read Puran, I'm not able to digest that. How is it possible? But the sattvic aspect of Maya is there. Very developed mind is there. Very evolved mind is there. Sometimes you will wonder, how he by heart so many things? Many people have by hearted so many things. How is it possible? So how is difficult to tell Il Maya? So he has created the whole world. And on the consciousness without changing the consciousness. I hope you are understanding this point. Now in 213 verse, Vidyaranya Swami has discriminated between Jeev Kalpana and Ishwar Kalpana. What Jeev created out of Maya, what Ishwar created out of Maya and Jeev created out of his own mind. Or Vigyan what was mentioned in the last verse. He says, Ikshanadi praveshanta srishti ishena kalpita. Kalpita word is important. Jagradadi vimokshantaha samsaro jeev kalpitaha. Till here we had seen. Where? In my last class. Last class? Because I'm an American. Last class. I'm an American. I'm trying to. I'll not. I'll give talk in American English, slowly. Monday American English, Tuesday British English, Wednesday Indian English. And Thursday, South African English. We'll have a tea, not tea, tea. Bread. Not bread, bread. Don't make fun of anybody. No, I'm making fun of everybody, don't worry. Ikshanadi praveshanta srishtirishena kalpita Jagradadi vimokshantah samsaro jeev kalpita. I hope you are understanding. Very simple Sanskrit is there. In the Pralaya Kal, all jivas are unmanifest. So there comes a time where fructification of their fruit of action is due. Is due. Due word is very good. Bole, his FD is matured now. And if you don't take, then it will be automatically taken as the FD will be revised as FD, or you can. Huh? No, suppose. Huh? No, but I don't go there. FD is matured. It will again, interest will be given to, again FD will be automatically taken as another FD. Month to month interest you will get then. You have to invest that. You say, okay, I'm again putting the FD. Again, I am multiplying the FD for another 10 years. Then I think it will be there. But I think they will give a notice that your FD is matured now. You had chosen the FD for 10 years, 15 years. Now it is matured. Please come and collect. Similarly, all the jivas, karm FD was matured. Oh, yes. Now they had to get the fruit of action. No world was there. Ikshan word is. Bhagwan visualized. Like you visualize, today I have to go there, I have to meet this person, talk to that person. Moment you get up in the morning, whole day's action starts, visualizing in the mind. I have to do this work, I have to go there, I have to fight with that person. This person, I'll write a mail to him, I need to write a harsh mail. Then don't understand. Something is required. I'll tell this to Swamiji. So these things are visualization. Similarly, although it doesn't work, nothing works. Our problem is what we think we hardly do properly. But Ishwar has visualized this Jeev, he is get this. He will be born there, he'll be born there, he'll be born there, he'll be born as a crocodile, he'll be born as a human being. He will be human crocodile. He will be like genius. He'll be born a saint there. He is Nanak Sanatan is there. He is a Vasisht there. He is Vishwamitra there. He has created all. To create, he needs to create lokas first. Then he had to create bodies first. Ikshan Pravesh. And he entered. Who entered? Consciousness. Entered into the Jeev. Yes. How? How Ishwar entered into the Jeev? Please be careful. As you entered into married life. I have entered into a marriage life. I've entered into a brahmachari's life. It is not a physical entry. It's an entry of identity. Now the Jeev, which was deep, fast asleep, now he becomes aware. That is the entry. That Aham Asmi. The consciousness has taken a concrete form. That is the entry of the consciousness. As if really is not entry. Like I entered a dream. I entered a dream. It is not a physical entry. It's an entry of identity and understanding about myself. Jagradadi vimokshantah samsaro jiva kalpitah. Now, Jeev wants to have a lot of fruits of action. Last birth, he didn't have a good wife. He wanted, once I just have a wish to have a good wife. I just want the next birth, if I am born, I will start very early. I will not be late in the spiritual path. I will be starting very young as 3-4 years old. I don't want to study. I want a parent who don't take me to the school. They should take me to the ashram and keep me there. And I don't want any obstacles in my sadhana and satsang. I want such parents. This birth, lot of problems are there. I have to pacify so many people. I am fed up of these people. But if next birth I don't want to go any school, no dance class, no music class, no work. Nobody should disturb me next birth. Acha, yes, I am telling in advance to whomsoever it's concerned. I don't want, and from the beginning I will study Sanskrit next time. This birth I mixed Sanskrit, missed actually. I want to be very good in all Sanskrit language. Every day I will by heart some verses. And next birth I will not fight with anybody. I don't want any attachment aversion. This birth took a toll on my head. My health is destroyed because of my anger, etc. Actually speaking, I am a very angry person by nature. Next birth I don't want to become angry and lusty. I paid a big cost for all these attachments this birth. Next birth I don't want. So there Chitragupta is noting everything. He is recording. Now your punya he will match. He will open both the sides. Like you have two columns. So one column is what you want. Other column is your punya or pap is there. He will match. Well, he doesn't want. But he has done some Vishnu Sahasranam. He ran away from Vishnu Sahasranam. Or did he serve his father, mother? Did he press anybody's feet? Did he love all? Did he give donation? Did he spoke very nicely? Did he give honor to everybody? When anybody came in his house, did he offer lunch, dinner or water? Everything is matched. Well, no, wife he will not get. As per this, he will not get or some. Again cancelled. So, depending on all that, he has to get body now. When body will come, waking state will come. Because samskar is there, dream state will come. Deep sleep will come. Jagradadi vimoksha. Because he has made. And therefore, Bhagavan is giving him the body as is the fruit, his action is there. Bhagavan is not making the body. To make your world. Therefore, Ishwar is also needed and Jiva is also needed. Ishwar will give infrastructure. But he will give you that body as you have done the action accordingly. To make the world, therefore Ishwar is not alone making the world. And Jiva is not alone making the world. Both are contributor to making the world. We will see more tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om.